And welcome back to the show. New York Foundling is one of the city's oldest and largest child welfare agencies. Now, the organization is helping children, youth, and adults, as well as families that are in need, through services, supports, and advocacy, strengthening family and community, and helping each individual reach their full potential. New York's Foundling is providing carefully designed programs, effective and interrelated services, as well as opportunities for children, families, and adults to create transformational change in their very own lives. Joining us now to share a little bit more about New York Foundling, we are pleased to be joined by the president, Bill Baccaglini. And Bill, good to have you here on Open.
Hi, Darren. Nice to be with you. Thank you. Thank you for continuing to shed light on these very, very important issues in the Bronx.
Yeah, well, we want to talk about the Bronx and shed light because you guys are doing great work, and I use that word great. I don't want to just use the word great. I want to say incredible work because you're working with families, you're working with children, and in this time, it's a time that's really much needed. For somebody who's not familiar, first of all, give us a little bit of history into New York Foundling.
Okay, 1869, we just celebrated our 150th anniversary last year. We've grown to this point to be about a $220 million organization, about 3,000 staff, programs and offices in every borough in the city of New York. And we provide Head Start services to 1,500 families in Puerto Rico. In addition to that, we have a charter school in the Bronx. We consider the Bronx, actually, Darren, I have to be honest with you, the Bronx is our anchor. I mean, we've been in the Bronx longer than we've been anywhere else in the city. In addition to the child welfare side of the house, on the other side, we provide residential care to 500 developmentally disabled adults. So we go deep and we go wide, and you know, we love the kids and families of this city, and we won't rest until those in need get what they need to make their own lives better and tomorrow brighter than yesterday.
Well, now our viewers understand why I say you guys do incredible work. I mean, you're really boots on the ground, really touching the lives of people, child welfare, families, making it all happen. Talk to me about this now, because, you know, with the work that you do, there is a heavy impact due to COVID-19, right? And it's impacted everybody. But I want to get your perspective. Share with us a little bit about how COVID-19 has actually impacted the agency and your ability to actually deliver these much needed services.
Yeah, I'm very, very proud of the work that the staff have been able to do under very, very trying circumstances. But it's been, you know, it hasn't been easy. Let me start and let me focus on one of the programs that probably distinguishes us from a lot of the other agencies, and that's our charter school on Brown Place in Mott Haven. That's a school that was developed specifically for kids in the child welfare system. It's a pre-K through 8 school. There's 400 students, and those and their families. Again, this is a narrow slice of the pie. These are kids and families who've had formal contact with the child welfare system. So, COVID, as we know, the Black and Brown communities have disproportionately felt the impact of COVID, and the same has been true at our school. When school was closed, we made sure that we spoke to our families every day. We continued to provide, even though we're a school, we know the role we play in these kids and families' lives. We continue to provide food every day to these families. Now that we're in a remote educational journey, we still have families come to pick up food at the school because we know that they need it. I was just there last week with a grab-and-go lunch, handing out food to families. So these are very, very trying times, but we consider Haven Academy on Brown Place to be a beacon in the community. So that's what we're doing from an educational community perspective. In addition, we have about 250 children in foster care in the Bronx. And, you know, foster care has been impacted by COVID because of visitation. Right? You couldn't put staff in harm's way. Foster parents didn't want strangers coming into the house. That sometimes kept kids from visiting their natural parents because foster parents might say, well, wait a second, we don't know what that home is like, and Johnny might come back and spread. So it's been complicated, Darren. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been complicated, but the foster parents have been fantastic. The kids, I'll tell you, the thing that we should celebrate about our young people is how resilient they've been. These are very, very complicated times, but these children are resilient. My worry is that when is the straw that breaks the back, right? How much more can we expect of our young people? So this light at the end of the tunnel needs to get brighter more quickly, because we have to get back to, quote unquote, a normal for our children.
Well, sometimes that light that you shine is the ability to give and give back, right, to your young people, to your families. I know that you have a holiday giving program that's been impacted as well. Just share with people like how much, I mean, it's sad in some sense, but yeah, go ahead, take it away.
Two things, I get emotional now actually sharing this. Two of the big events for us every year. One is our residential camp, Camp Felix, in partnership with the Felix Foundation, Daryl McDaniels from Run DMC. We're the only agency in the city that operates our own residential summer camp. So these children, these kids in the child welfare system have an opportunity to go upstate on a camp that we operate. We couldn't do it this year. That has hurt. In my 18 years, I didn't make a decision that impacted me more than having to say no to camp this year. We had a virtual camp and the kids loved it, but it wasn't the same. And then just last week at Haven Academy, we have Santa Frank and his elves for 25 years, have been coming and providing gifts to the kids in the gymnasium. The kids sit on the stage. Santa comes out of a closet. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And we couldn't do that this year. That was supposed to be last week. But Santa and his elves showed up and probably dropped off more than $15,000 in gifts and toys for the kids. And that will be given to families this week leading up to Christmas. Because damn it, we have to make sure these children and families get to experience the joy that I'm going to experience on Christmas. My daughter's going to experience on Christmas. These kids and families need to have that same experience. So holiday giving is important to us. Raising money in this climate is more complicated because you can't have galas. You can have a virtual gala, but it's not the same thing. And the competition for this for philanthropic dollars has only gotten greater. So
yeah, and that was going to lead to my last question. Talk to me, because for people who want to be able to support, right? I know that services are, being challenged and funds are limited these days. And after this pandemic, particularly in New York, being the epicenter of the coronavirus, there's going to be a crunch for funds. But what can people do to support New York Foundling in a time like this?
www.nyfoundling.org. Visit our website right there, and I have to almost apologize for this. I feel badly, but we have to do it. We're a not-for-profit. We lose a lot of money every year, and we have to raise money from good, generous New Yorkers to make the numbers work. So please visit our website, and I can assure you this. We have a very low administrative overhead. We make sure that the money that folks donate to us, we put back out on the street. So please, and you folks have been good to us through the years, and reaching out to folks in the community is important, and we're very, very appreciative of it.
Bill, that's all the time we have, but love you, man. Thank you so much for taking the time and being with us. Best wishes this holiday season, and we're gonna stay connected. And whatever we can do to, shine the light and help you out, consider us a partner.
Okay, I wish you and your family and your listeners a healthy, happy Christmas season and a good 2021.
Yeah, I think that's all that we got. That's all that we can hope for during a time like this is a good 2021. Bill Baccaglini, our guest here on Open. Stay with us. We've got more, but please, as you said, go to his website, newyorkfoundling.org, and be able to support and help for a time like this. Kids, families, services, much needed and much impacted because of COVID-19. Take a quick break here on Open. We got more shows. Stay with us. Coming right back in a few.